Hey, friends. Today we're discussing Dashin, wanted by the US for hacking. Even with a fake passport, customs caught him. Just out of security, he was nabbed by the FBI, but Dashin wouldn't surrender quietly. He swiftly hired a top lawyer, spoke foreign languages to dodge FBI questioning as if in an English test. This just proved Dashin was up to no good from the start, while Deputy Director Black was deep in question. Black yanked Dashin's lawyer out, as if he'd just won a tug of war, then pulled out his gun to give Dashin a real lesson. Black reminisced about his glory days leading the nation's biggest cybercrime unit, but this time he had a fun opponent on his hands. He shot through the suspect's palm, leaving him unable to touch a computer, ending all online chats. But all of Black's threats fell flat because Dashin knew his boss was a big deal, and if he said one more word, they'd be meeting in a few days. But he still underestimated Black's energy. The killer secretly arrived in the next-door observation room during interrogation. The assassin pretended to be the director and successfully lured Black away, giving Dashin the perfect moment to dance in front of the one-way glass. Little did he know, death had arrived. The assassin fired swiftly, shattering Dashin's head, and the lawyer nearby wasn't spared. At that moment, Black sensed something was wrong, ditched the phone, and rushed back only to find two bodies left in the interrogation. Just out of prison, top hacker Uncle Lang was practicing his golf skills on his roof when a sizzling hot babe named Gold came knocking. Gold was hot and knew Uncle Lang inside out. She wanted him to meet her big boss. She promised a hefty reward just for a meet-up, but Uncle Lang wasn't swayed by her charms and politely declined. The FBI had warned him that one click on a computer could send him back to prison. But when Gold dropped his daughter's name, Uncle Lang flipped and booted her out. His daughter was his biggest sore spot. Years ago, when he was arrested, his wife remarried, and he lost custody. Now it was just love stories everywhere. In the last 20 months, he had tried 6 times to regale the court, but every time he was turned down for lack of funds, which Gold was well aware of. She handed Uncle Lang a folder stuffed with $100,000. His heart raced. The boss behind this was none other than John. On the surface, John was just a middle-aged millionaire enjoying the good life, but his true identity, a top-tier assassin. Surrounded by beauties, head just sat when Gold rushed in with Uncle Lang. John warmly served Uncle Lang a drink, but it was clear it was more than just a toast. This was no ordinary drinking party. John promptly called a blonde beauty to sit beside Uncle Lang and ordered a laptop. The screen revealed a password 128-bit encryption. Even a top hacker would need at least an eye to crack it. But John demanded Uncle Lang crack it in 1 minute. Talk about a tall order. Uncle Lang wanted to refuse. Unexpectedly, a huge man restrained him, leaving him to rely only on his hand speed. Facing both psychological and physical pressure, Uncle Lang finally let go of his doubts and let his fingers fly over the keyboard. But each try was denied. John chuckled from sidelines. Uncle Lang burned with determination. Uncle Lang finally started speeding things up, only to hit enter and still be denied access. Too bad. You've got to die. Wait. It turned out the gun was empty, just John's little prank. Uncle Lang didn't disappoint. He pressed enter, accessing the 128-bit defense database. John was overjoyed. This time he finally found the right guy. He then set about honing Uncle Lang's abilities. They had already set up a supercomputer, and John's only goal for Uncle Lang was to crack the 512-bit encryption system. If successful, Uncle Lang would earn $10 million. Curiosity danced across his face. But Uncle Lang was still uneasy. Gold leaned in to assist him, and under the double temptation of money and beauty, he lost himself completely. This is impossible. Gold suddenly whispered, "There's nothing impossible. Let's make a deal." Meanwhile, Black stayed busy comparing LA airport surveillance. He found Uncle Lang and Dashin were there together. This hidden conspiracy was no accident. Black suspected Uncle Lang would visit his daughter, so he ordered his men to watch his ex-wife's house. Sure enough, the next day, Uncle Lang secretly picked up his daughter in Gold's car, but as soon as he dropped her off, the surveilling FBI swooped in on him. When he turned back, he found none other than Black had come to catch him and talk about an unexpected twist. So he played the surrender card, suddenly crashed into Black's police car, then bolted out of the vehicle. Just a few steps later, he found himself at the edge of a cliff. Without thinking, Uncle Lang jumped over the railing and leaped down the steep slope. Black fearlessly followed suit, and they both tumbled down like rubber balls. Uncle Lang regained his balance first, but just as he started feeling good, he slammed into a police car driven by Black's henchmen. Black immediately opened fire, realizing he was cornered. Uncle Lang had no choice but to surrender. Fuming with fury, Black dragged Uncle Lang over to the car and demanded to know why he tried to escape, only to find out they just wanted to ask a few questions. Black, out of options, told Uncle Lang about Dashin's demise and handed him a business card to call if needed. But when Uncle Lang returned to John's mansion, he discovered that a bug was hidden in Gold's clothes. Realizing his naivety, he quickly shut the door, and Gold quickly drew her gun as John's shouts echoed from outside. With no other option, Sister Jin reluctantly disclosed her identity as an undercover agent, transforming their tense moments into a wildly unpredictable journey.